We should have got the Polish folk in here.
We don't have time, really.
Hello.
Hello, Zan. Congratulations on the win. Fantastic play.
Thank you.
Let's make sure that you're loud enough for everyone to hear you. Is Barry on his way?
Yeah, he should be. Yeah. I don't know if he's got lost on the way.
Okay, I'll move him in. Let me just make sure that you're nice and loud, so everyone can hear you on the stream. Get Barry in as well. Okay, Barry, very well done. Congratulations to you as well.
Thank you.
Superb play. UK move on to the semi-finals.
Yep.
Looked pretty easy, to be honest.
Their crossbows were scary. There was a bit of tension. Like
yeah, well, we saw one shot in particular was particularly devastating.
Yeah, crossbow bolt in the face. It just become scary. But...
yeah, Max often pulls out those, doesn't he? I remember he's done that against AE a few times.
Dangerous looking player. But you don't seem too energized though. You seem like pretty relaxed, both of you.
Nah, I blew out the energy when we got the final round.
Oh really?
You can testify.
You had a very good last set there, I think. Getting a couple of triple kills on the stream.
Oh, yeah, I did get a few, didn't I?
Barry Magic Unit looking pretty dangerous, yeah.
That's just expected of not only a member of the JMB factor, but one of the Magic units.
Can you explain to us, please, what the JMB factor and Magic Unit is? Because that's something we were very curious about.
I'll start with Magic Units. Magic Units is when it looked like AE weren't going to play in the last WNL. It was like me, Bliv, Era, Anthony, a few other guys. We're just going to form an all-infantry team called the Magic Units. We did a few scrims. We won a few scrims, but then obviously
playing just infantry.
Played one scrim.
We played one scrim, yeah.
Did you play just infantry?
Yeah, 8 infantry. Yeah. We played
open maps
by River and won though.
Who against?
But I'm not going to name names because there's not enough class in today's warband scene. But I'm not going to support that.
That's fair enough.
JMB is just John and Barry. They can obviously me and my twin Clara Johnson. And how we're better than everyone else in infantry.
JMB, yeah.
Mainly because of the manifest destiny of Johnson.
Do you feel like people give more credit to Cleric over you? And does that bother you?
I think that started to happen, like a year ago maybe.
Well, I think that's just the fact that you work more from the shadows, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. I think to a certain extent it's my exposure as like a tournament admin means people kind of see you in like two lights. I think you for example have been underrated as a ranger because you're the other community manager.
Not by Vendetta.
Well, I think he had you pretty low down till he saw we put you fairly high.
No, really? I don't know. Maybe he bumped me up a point there recently. I'm up to 93. It's devastating. That's a lot of BPs, man. I'm happy with that.
That's generous.
Generous. Anyway, yeah, it's not about me. I'm not part of the competitive scene anymore in that sense. But yeah, no, it was a good match. It was entertaining to watch. Not quite as entertaining as our Germany-Poland game, which was off the charts.
No, we were watching that. Was great.
Yeah. But no, it was still pretty good overall. And it's like you had some very, very neat things going on Desolation Valley, like raising the flags, moving off when OGL was getting there, all that kind of stuff. Really just focusing on raising them. That's obviously something that you've been practicing on, I guess, like focusing on specifically flags.
Yeah, it's something. It's like well in AE we traditionally did that badly, like a long time ago, and so we focused on it, but so we sort of carried that over now. And it works well with 6 cav as well because you can get on them so quick. You know, you can just jump on a flag and immediately start raising it, so it puts so much pressure on the other team.
I think it made a big difference. Who was doing the leading on the open map?
I was.
Well, I think very well done there. Even though perhaps you went down a bit early in a couple of rounds, but
well, yeah. It's unfortunately the case that when you're commanding, like it's you often lose track of stuff that's going on.
Just makes it easier to lead, doesn't it? Because you can monitor everything, so it's no big deal.
Yeah.
There was also
I don't know whether he shot through my shield then there, or whether I just didn't have my shield up. I don't even know.
I think it was just a wicked shot, and you got to give him credit for it.
Yeah, no, it's a good shot.
Yeah, but overall, everything just looked very neat for the UK team. Looks like you've been practicing a lot and stuff. Like when you went down, you immediately sort of were swapping horses around, giving OGL the saddle horse and stuff like that. It was all very nice to see. The UK team looking very organised. For me, anyway, as a UK team fan.
We've been horribly inconsistent, to be honest. Like one time, we'll have that infamous demolition of Germany, which has been mentioned, and the next time we'll lose 16-0 to an inferior side. Like,
Really?
I mean, we've had some grim training matches.
Really?
We've had some absolutely
it's not
spectacular
all
training
been-
matches.
That's interesting. But overall, it seems to be going like pretty well, though. I mean, like in terms of player quality, you arguably have the best side remaining.
I don't know about that, but like, there's some really
What?
good sides left.
Turkey,
Like,
maybe.
Bennett
Yeah.
as well is actually pretty good, I think. But
They're a bit of a dark horse now, just on scrum results.
So have Benet beat France then? Is that confirmed?
I don't
That
know.
started late, didn't it? So they probably haven't finished yet. It
People,
started at
I think people are
7:30.
assuming that's what's going to happen. If anyone has any updates from that, please do let us know.
Yeah, I'm almost 100%. I'll drop.
I think Oliveran's streaming it as well, so do find his stream and go and watch it. Obviously, stick around for the interview though. Yeah, I think that's basically everything to say about the match, though. I mean, did you think Russia were a bit? I mean, what do you think of Russia? Do you think they were a bit weak, or?
Actually, I was kind of like the team I was getting told they were going to be brought out. I was like, this is going to be easy, and then I saw some like Siphon coming on,
Playing Cav,
Max coming
finally.
on, and yeah, Siphon finally playing Cav. So I think that was good, but I don't know. I never thought they were going to be able to deal with 6 Cav, and they couldn't. And really, like our infantry force is like probably the best definitely the best in the Nations Cup. Actually.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
So I didn't really fancy their chances either in the on the closed map.
Well, it was kind of weird. I mean, they must have known 6 Cav was coming. I mean, OGL kind of even basically said it in the interview, and it was obvious it was going to come anyway.
There's no point hiding it now.
Yeah, so it's like it's just weird that you think they would have more of a response to it or more plans to deal with it. They didn't really switch up much, like overall anyway. It didn't feel like they had anything really just like specifically to deal with it. 6 Cav. Do you think it's just like they have a lack of training partners, like to try against it, or what do you think it was?
I don't think that's it, because I mean we're not even the only ones running 6 Cav now. I mean Germany, Turkey, they're all
Turkey
running
doing
6
in
Cav.
every match, I think.
Hmm.
You know, we're not. It's certainly not like unique to UK team.
So do you think that
Who's
was working?
a bit-
Do you think it was working for them in trainings then, or what do you think it was?
No, I think it's a bit of an anathema to like the Russian play style of like when you've got a map that open, like they can do what they were doing on like a mixed map like Reveran
Yeah.
or something like that, but on a genuine open map, like Russians have always played that kind of like almost like 4 archers, 4 cav kind of style.
But it's weird they didn't see it
Or
coming
even
then.
though they
Like,
didn't. It just doesn't work for it. It just isn't going to work against that amount of and like credit to our cav like Black Tide, Corey, Azam, Mitchell. They're playing so well. Like
yeah, they really were. Lots of heroics coming out. I mean, Alexander was having like even a really good game. It wasn't that obvious, but I think he was playing really, really sick. The rest of his team just didn't really live up to it, though. I don't think. And like there was a couple of times they just out position really badly and giving away free kills and chokes as well. They choked like at least 2 or 3 rounds there, which they should have won.
yeah, I would agree with that.
I think we did that ourselves on one of them though. Don't know. I think there was one round we had a quite big advantage on, and then we managed to throw it away. I think it was when I died really early, so I can't really speak.
Anyway, so you're against Poland now. Like, are you surprised that Poland beat Germany?
I think, to be honest, I think most people who were participating in like the actual tournament and the scrimming were. I still call it an upset, but it wasn't as big as an upset as people were making out from scrim results, to be honest.
Are Germany having problems? Because I think they tried to pass off that forum nonsense as like a joke or something.
Oh, I'm not going to go into it, but I know they.
Yeah, I didn't really. I didn't
they're
really-
not playing as well as they were at the start of the tournament. I reckon about 3 weeks ago, Germany would have demolished everyone, to be honest, and won the tournament. But I think they're a bit burnt out.
Yeah, I think they definitely had some internal problems. I didn't really believe that was a joke for a second, to be honest. But yeah, anyway, you probably know too much about it to actually talk about it.
I was horrified by the fact that they did exactly the same. Do you notice they did exactly the same thing as Sweden last year?
What, Germany?
Where, yeah, they went 3 cav on the tiebreaker map last round.
Oh yeah.
In exactly the same circumstances, the same faction, same thing. Why would they do that? There's video evidence showing that you shouldn't do that.
Well, it did work from the round before, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, did it? I didn't realise they'd done it on the round 4. We were only half watching at the time. But
Well, the thing is, like Winterberg, it's almost anyone's guess. What's gonna happen? It's kind of crazy. I don't really mind it as a way to resolve the game, but
I don't think I like it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'd rather.
But I mean, what are you
I
gonna
think
do?
I'd look for another solution, to be honest.
Personally, I'd like to see duels, but that's just
I
a
want duels,
spectator.
yeah, but that's going to be quite imber for AE, who have like 8
Yeah.
of the scene's best duelist, so it's going to look a bit dodgy if I introduce that, isn't it?
But I think duels is kind of the best way of doing it. But the thing is though, you could do it like, so you, I think like elimination duels would be best. So when you die, then you're out.
Yeah, like Pro League kind of shit.
Yeah, that would be sick. But anyway,
Yeah.
E-Man, do you have any more questions for the lads? You're very quiet.
No, not really. I'm just listening.
Awful.
Cool.
Welcome back, by the way, man.
Hi
Yeah, it's
there.
good.
Yes,
It's
it is good to be back. I like casting these games.
Love having E-Man on the channel.
Been a bit of a marathon for both of you, I guess.
Yeah, but it's, you know,
Like old
it's
times.
been a fun
Like
ride.
old
Like,
times.
it's been good games. It was better than Turkey USA. So it's a bit more to sort of get you
why
excited.
did anyone think that was going to be close? What delusion! Menifil's been playing on like 80 ping his whole life and like owning top tier players. This like half-baked USA side was obviously going to get torn up. Right? Sorry, that USA side is not half the team it was like a year ago. Like
A
all the
shame.
good players are gone.
I feel like it's such a horrible map for USA to try and play on as well, like Desolation Valley. I don't know.
They were just fun. I don't know. That's
If
actually
it
their
was something
bread and
which-
butter kind of open map though.
Yeah.
No, it's
But
not
like-
because they're not used to it at all. If it was like
They
something like
are.
Field.
They
Are they?
are. Yeah, Desolation Valley
if
was
it-
first tested in the American tournament.
Oh really?
Yeah, if it was
Yeah.
like like one of these WK sides with like loads of sick cav and like Wiley Sly, Calamity, I reckon they could have torn it up actually, but maybe not.
No, the ping's
Didn't-
harder
didn't-
when they're playing on the neutral server because they're all West Coast, aren't they?
Yeah, I thought
Okay.
that was utter suicide from them, to be honest.
Did they agree to it or were they forced to agree to it? I don't know.
Yeah, they agreed to it. Fair play for trying to be amenable, but like there's being amenable and then there's like tying your own noose on it.
Well, guys. Is there anything more you want to say about like Warbandy stuff? Like the match or the tournament?
Just that like the manifest destiny of Johnson's kind of driven the whole UK team forward, really.
The what? Could you explain that?
I can't
His kind of
explain
like
it.
his will to win, his like his strength
Yeah?
is like it's
What-
the manifest destiny of Johnson.
What's the atmosphere like in the TeamSpeak? Is it some good banter?
Great, actually. Yeah, it's people kind of like joking, even in the middle of the rounds, which gets a bit like dodgy. But I think Black Tide and Mitchell were trying to like bait out like Griffin shots for like half the round. Like.
Why?
But I don't know, they're just having some inject for ages. But it's got a really nice atmosphere. But like the UK team's had great atmosphere for like years now, hasn't it?
Yeah. All credit to me.
Well, yeah.
Anyway. No, it's good. I hope the UK team keeps doing well. I think they're, you know, arguably, maybe second favourites after Turkey at the moment.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Yeah.
So it's very exciting.
It's going to be good.
Definitely going to stream Poland. I just think that's going to be a hype match. Other than that, I don't know if there's anything more you want to say, just like shout outs or whatever.
Bit worried about going up against another Magic unit in error, actually. That'll be interesting.
He was playing pretty well today. So yeah,
He's good,
pretty
man.
dangerous.
He's good. He's a very good player.
Yeah. He's
What else,
got
really?
some Bliv training under his belt. So that was all. That's no shout outs for you.
No, not really. No.
Azan?
No, I'm good. Yeah.
Alright, well thanks for coming for the interview. Once again, congratulations. You made beating like one of the great warbinding nations look pretty easy.
Thank
So
you.
that's a good achievement. Good luck against Poland as well. I'm obviously rooting for you. And yeah, bit of hype for the
cheers.
Nations Cup. So take care.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Yeah,
Right.
thank you. See you.
Alright, you man.
Yes,
Lovely
yes,
to hear
yes.
from my fellow countrymen, my victorious countrymen.
Making you proud, Luz.
Yeah, playing very
Making
well.
all of UK proud.
And okay. So I think we're gonna have to wrap up there. We can bring some music back into the stream. And E-Man, you got any final words or shout outs?
No, wonderful series of games. Some of the best I've ever seen.
I want to
And
say okay,
Viewers
sorry.
think so too, because we had a big turnout.
Yeah, lots
so
of
it
people
was
coming to watch. That
wonderful.
was great to see. I
It
want
was
to
wonderful.
thank you for casting with me.
A
it's
pleasure.
It's always great to cast competitive Mount and Blade Warband with you. Thanks everyone for watching. There was a great load of viewers. I'm sure my inbox is going to be spammed with new follows as well, so thank you for that. Do definitely follow if you haven't done already, so you can keep track of all the latest streams. Follow the Twitter. Check out E-Man's Cool Gaming Bros as well. That's very important. It's a great channel where he plays games with Jeremy and sometimes by himself.
Yes.
But it's always an entertaining package. I would also like to say, check out the Steam group. You can find it somehow, and if you can't find it, just follow me on Twitter and then ask me a question and I'll help you find it. But if you go on the stream, below the stream, you can get to the Tell Worlds thread, you get to the Steam group through there. The Steam group always has the games, so you get like a Steam notification for the games. That's a really good way of keeping track of when streams are wrong, so I know some people have problems with that, since we don't schedule
That
them
is
so far in
very
advance.
convenient. It really is. I see it show up.
And do check out the chat right now, because Finn Jabbe has just tweeted, just a post in the chat, a Liverand stream, which is where Benny France is happening right now. Go and
I'm
watch that.
opening it up right now. And
I'm
I
gonna
hope
go and
you
watch that
guys
too,
do
yeah. So, yeah, I think for the time being, that's all from us. We'll see you next week for more Nations Cup. What a great tournament. I'm so excited. Take care. Good night.
Farewell.